Greetings Portal Masters, my name is Jack, and welcome back to another video. First off, I'd like to apologise for the long break I've taken. It's been about 3 weeks, I want to say. I actually think I got that right on the money. I've just been focusing on school really, plus I've been trying to think of video ideas, then get them down and script them and whatnot, because some of my videos are scripted. My unboxings aren't scripted, but discussion ones are, because I don't want to be stuttering all the time. Like, I just don't want to be messing up my words or trying to think of what to say like I was in the Ignite the Fire video, which is still awesome that I got mentioned. It's like, oh my god. Second thing I want to mention is the sub gain that I've got over those 3 weeks has been absolutely immense. I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Like, we're already at, what, 69? I think it was like 70 a couple days ago. So the fact that I'm almost at 100 within a month or two, it's just insane. So I want to thank you guys about that. And if any of you guys actually do want to talk to me, like outside of videos or whatnot, that isn't a comment, I do have a Discord. If I can get it in an info card, I don't know what you can and can't put in an info card. But there will be one here if I can. If not, there will still be a link to the Discord in the description down below. You don't have to verify anything to get in, so if you want to join the Discord, then feel free to join the Discord. But I've been talking for long enough, and today's video, in case you couldn't tell by the music, is my top 10 Skylanders Giants levels, since I have recently replayed through the game after 7, 8 years? It's been ages, I'm telling you. I actually never had Skylanders Giants for the Xbox 360. We had it on the Wii. And oh my god, it looks so good in the Xbox. It's actually the smoothest game on my Xbox. So, while the Skylanders Spyro's Adventures DLC levels are playable within Giants, they will not be included on this list, as I have never played them before. But without further ado, let's get into this list. Coming in at number 10, with a very actually difficult list to make, since there's only 16 entries in this game, 16 chapters, and there can only be 10 entries, and all the levels are really good. Molkin Mountain probably being the worst out of all 16. But for number 10, I've picked Willys Village, Chapter 7. For starters, it's got a unique gimmick. You can toggle the world into 2D and 3D based around the Willikin, which is pretty cool, let's admit that. But the main recollection as to why this level's good as it is because, well, A, you got the atmosphere just being beautiful. Plus, there's magical orbs that can be interacted with that will heal or damage you depending on what colour it is. And there's the Chompy Mage boss fight, which I actually think is pretty forgotten and deserves a little bit more attention, since, you know, you got a figure in Superchargers. But I remember either late 2012 or early 2013, I was at Sainsbury's. It's a British store, if anyone knows it, and I remember seeing the Lightcore Prison Break that was just on a shelf, and I remember thinking that, oh my god, this guy looks so cool, I gotta get him. Which my mum, being as nice as she is, bought me the Skylander. I immediately got home. I was up to this level on Skylanders Giants, which actually replayed it recently, as I don't know if I've already said that in this video, but hey. Slapped him on the portal. Not only is Prison Break busted good, but the Lightcore aspect, he just adds more atmosphere to the level. Plus it's kind of funny that there's an Earth Gate in the level, just after I pick up Lightcore Prison Break. So I think all of that combined makes this level blooming fantastic. Alright, coming in at number 9, we have Autogyro Adventure Chapter 14. This is the first level in a series of 3 that lead up to the final chaos fight in the game. The main gimmick of this level is that you have to pilot a drone through several corridors, picking up purple boosts to help you along your way. However, there's also some corridors and rooms at the side. Some are optional, some are not. However, it's pretty cool being able to just fly past each corridor, check, is there something in this room, is there something in that room? That's probably why I didn't get 3 stars on the level, if I'm honest. But fun fact, not all the doors are enterable. I found that out the hard way by crashing straight into a wall. Not the brightest moment in my life, but hey, what are you gonna do? But the reason this level isn't as high on the list as it normally would be is because there is another level in the game that will be talked about shortly. Alright, number 8 is Chapter 11, Drill X's Big Rig. This is probably the most popular level in Giants, since I always see people going about, oh, big singing drill. And the main level itself isn't that bad. I like the machinery, I like the enemies, I like the platforming, I like it all. There's another earth gate in there. But the main attraction is at the end of the level, the boss fight, Drill X. Everyone's favourite rapping robot. I mean, come on, this man can spit some mad bars while he tries to kill you. That doesn't sound so good in theory, but it's still sick. Also, it's funny that Sprocket, the mechanic, her soul gem is in this level, and I spent like at least 10 minutes trying to get to it. Is it any wonder I don't 3-star half these levels the first turn round? Honestly, I've just dragged the battle out, if I'm all honest. I mean, you get to hear the song more, and if you ask me, it's totally worth it. Alright, for number 7 is Chapter 6, The Secret Vault of Secrets. If you remember number 9, then you remember that I said the Autogyro Adventure would be higher on the list if not for a certain other level. And this is that level. In this level, you get to team up with your buddy Machine Ghost, who you saved in the previous chapter, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Controlling one of the Archean Concatrons along through a long and winding valley. You have access to laser blasts, nuclear shockwaves, and fists, which you can also obtain the nuclear blasts by just smacking up a generator. Which, honestly, you know what? Punch a generator, get a shockwave for win-win situation, innit? But the segments in between where you have to let water down so you can progress in the Concatron, they're not even that bad. I like just fighting my way up to the top, and you get to see your little buddy. I don't know his name. I don't even know if he has a name. The little guy in the rotating puzzles. You have to do a couple of them, but they're not that bad because my brain is massive. But I mean, I do feel bad just smacking the guy around, rotating it, because he's the cutest little thing ever. Like, look at him. He's just spinning and spinning, and he doesn't even care. However, at the end of the level, spoiler alert in case you, for some reason, do not know the storyline of Skylanders Giants, you end up having to sacrifice Machine Ghost, or he sacrifices himself after Chaos throws rocks at you. And he sacrifices his life to save yours. And it was actually kind of sad, I will admit. Like, come on. You literally just made a friend and now he's dying for you. But I just realised this level is also pretty similar to Archean Armory from Spyro's Adventure. Which, you know, I did like that level quite a bit. So, it's fun to see a good callback, if I'm all honest. Alright, we're in the second half of the list now. No, we're not. Number 6. Number 6 is in the first half of the list. I'm a bit too eager to get this video out. It's been 3 weeks since I last put out a video. I just want a video on the channel, man. However, number 6 is Cutthroat Carnival. Now, Cutthroat Carnival has decent atmosphere, fun level design. It doesn't hold anything too special, which it would probably be like number 10 on this list. If bless me, I apologise for that. That's not on the script, I promise. But what really saves this level and skyrockets it on the list is the introduction of everyone's favourite minigame, Skystones. I absolutely love Skystones. The game is so unique. The concept of so many stones, elemental spaces, you can rematch people, get more stones, and the theme is just such a bop. Like, come on. I don't know if you can hear it. I have got the music down so that can be heard. Because music do be hard though, I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, I've actually got a playlist somewhere. It's literally just Skystones for like 10 hours. I'm not even kidding as well. If I find it, there'll be a screenshot of it on screen. If not, I don't know how to get stuff from my phone to my PC. Because sometimes my brain kinda small. Sometimes it's kinda big. It's just, it depends on what day it is really. But Skystones is awesome. I wish that Skylanders had made some kind of like IRL version of Skystones so you could like play with friends IRL. That would be absolutely amazing. But overall, Cutthroat Carnival is a really good level purely because of Skystones. End of. Okay, now we're on the second half of the list. For number 5, we have Chapter 16, Bringing Order to Chaos. The final level in the game, if you don't count DLC levels, which I don't. And it's the final battle for this game. The battle, it's hard to describe because the battle is really cool. It uses basic mechanics, but it works. Right? You work your way up to this massive red avalanche button, which Chaos is like, no. It's just like, no. And as you're about to kick the bucket, who comes in? Hermit and Machine Ghost in the Archean Concatron. And while you're running for your life, trying to fight enemies, they're just duking it out in the background. It's literally straight out of some kind of anime. And when Hermit ends up pinning Chaos's head straight onto the platform, you get to just bash his head in. I'm not even kidding, you straight up bash his head in. But the blue and red magical orbs are back, which you can just heal yourself mid-fight. Plus there's enemies, which is kind of painful because you're on such a small platform. I haven't even played the game in nightmare mode yet. I already know that's going to be absolutely painful, this level especially. But if you ask me, it's not the best Chaos fight, but it's certainly far from bad. Because, you know, massive robots fighting is super cool. But aside from that, that's really all I have to say about this level. Alright, number 4. Is it number 4? Yeah, it's number 4. Alright, Chapter 15, The Lost City of Arcus. This level takes place directly in between Autogyro Adventure and Bringing Order to Chaos. Wow, try saying that one 10 times fast. God, I should just be a radio presenter. And we got the Autogyro Adventure and also Bringing Order to Chaos. Wow, folks, try saying that one 10 times fast. Oh my god, I'm actually so weird. Yeah, it's fine. But this level is, in my opinion, the best out of the 3. It's a long labyrinth, which Chaos will not stop talking when you're trying to progress. But honestly, it's fine, because you get to bash his head in, literally. But you just have to fight, all you have to do is just fight your way through hordes of Archeans and also zombies, well, the Trogmanders. I just think they're really annoying, if I'm honest. But I tried to go through this level with just giants, because it's just like the second cutscene in the game where all the giants are after the Fist of Arcus. Just like, why not recreate that? Just use giants for as long as you can. However, I only own 3 giants, being T-Rex, Hothead and Swarm, so obviously when that magic gate comes up, you're going to have a bit of trouble there. so I just switched to Spyro. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I actually managed to glitch myself within the fire gate. I was playing as Hothead, I think. And you know the ambush room? I cleared that, went up, and I was after that hat. I tried making a jump on the bounce pads, and I don't even know what happened. I think I might have clipped on like clipped through a rock, but I fell straight down for like 10 whole seconds, and eventually landed in the ambush room. But since I hadn't entered, I think I was on top of some sort of plane, and I just couldn't leave the area, so I had to restart the chapter. But the level's good, so it's like, honestly, it's fine. But yeah, wow, isn't this a riveting conversation we're having? But yeah, no, number 4 is the Lost City of Arcus. I feel like there's not really much room for improvement since we're this far down the list. Honestly, top tier level. In entry number 3, we have Chapter 13, The Oracle. So when I was replaying Giants, I completely forgot that this level existed. And I don't know why, because it is such a good level in the game. The entire level is themed around the Oracle What the heck's an Oracle? The Oracle inside a matter of mind and going through a series of trials depending on your own choices. I think this is just an interesting and clever idea, because Skylanders are Skylanders, they pull it off so well, even if it is kind of basic. You face about 3 or 4 trials based on your preferences, and you have to deal with obstacles based off of it. For example, trial number 1, pick the door that scares you more. Deal with chompies or deal with spiders. Yeah, I chose the spiders, because who's gonna be scared of chompies? Especially over spiders. I mean, have you seen those things? I hate them. But I don't know why, but throughout the entire level, there's just, it's like an internal feeling that you get when you feel like some kind of connection. Is really hard to explain. But like, I'm making no sense with this, but I think you might be able to get what I'm trying to say. There's just some kind of feeling that's hard to explain. It's really relaxing. If any, I'm not making sense. But I mean, hey, the Oracle's voice is auto-tuned, which is kind of funny, but it's actually really cool though, I will not lie. Alright, spot number 2. We're almost at the end of the list, and for this level, we have Time of the Giants, Chapter 1, the one that kicks the entire storyline off. The entire storyline of Giants, I mean, not Spyro's Adventure, because that has its own storyline, doesn't it? So, this is just like every other tutorial level, where you go through the game, fight a few enemies, you get taught about the way the game works, some little gimmicks, such as the elemental gates. However, there's something about the fact that you go 10,000 years back in time that just gives the level such a charm. Especially considering that the more you go through the level, you realise, oh no, the Mabu were enslaved. You gotta save them from guess who? The Archeans. I don't know why, but as a child, I developed this weird philosophy that I don't know if any of you guys did, but essentially, no matter what I did, if I was playing through this level, I would use a giant character, and a giant character only. The thing is though, there's an undead elemental gate, so you'd need Eyebrow. And if you do what I do, I don't own Eyebrow, so there's kind of an impasse that's reached. So I guess I'll have to wait for another time. But to summarise, Time of the Giants is just a fantastic level. It hooks you on for the entire game. Because call me an English exam, but it makes the player want to play on. Alright, here we go. Number 1 for the best level in Skylanders Giants is Chapter 9, Chaos's Castle. This level is just so good, where do I even begin? For starters, the atmosphere is royal, it feels important, it feels like you're there for a reason, which I guess you are. And it's also peaceful in the moments where you're traversing outdoor areas, such as like the pool and whatnot. Anyways, level starts by working your way towards a big red button to open up the main doors to the castle. From there you get bombarded in the main room and must fight off enemies, which I remember as a kid that fight absolutely destroyed me, because let's just not forget Swap Force wasn't out, my Skylanders collection was about sub 20 back then. Very short, considering now it's about 40 something. I'll actually have to, I've got 2 Skylanders on the way, I'll have to do a count. Might be 45ish, I think. But after making your way past traps and elemental gates, I think the one for Chaos's Castle is tech and the magic. Which might we just talk about the gates in Giants. It just looks so cool. You got the symbol on the floor, you got the elemental based blockades. It's just really cool, honestly. But anyways, at the end of the level, you end up confronting Chaos face to face, but he's got other plans. Instead, he runs off, and you are forced to do battle in an arena battle, which was done in Rumbletown Chapter 3, but that's not on this list because this level just did that better, honestly. So, honestly, plus the, what do you call it? The Chaos Castle Battle Arena, it's just better than Rumbletown in like every way. It's easily the best of the 3 battle arenas because you got the platforms that fall, they rise back up. It's just honestly so much better. So honestly, I remember, like I said, in 2012, just being enchanted by every single room in the castle. How formal it was, how cool it was, how posh it was. It was honestly just great. But that's the end of the list. That's going to do it for this list. Top 10 levels in Skylanders Giants. I hope you enjoyed watching my opinions, and I want to know in the comments what your opinions are for the best level in this game. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? You know, like I said, comment that down below. And if you did enjoy this video, then feel free to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. So then you can see more of me by just ringing the bell notification thingy. Yeah, that is just the notification bell. You'll be notified every single time I upload. And who knows, in the future I might be live streaming in live stream, so you'll want your notifications on then. But until next time, see you then, Portal Masters.